Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Hope Alive 845. So tonight we have our very own Mike Greco from Sullivan County. He is on tonight. We have Ren Jones, who's our first guest tonight. She's going to be on talking about a missing person, Sue Pay, up in Brooklyn, New York. We're also going to have Dink Ketraside. Very upsetting story. So we must hear what she has to say. And plus, tonight, you all get to hear Brian Weber's newest song, South Woods, that is out. That's coming out. So you all be the first ones to hear it tonight. So let's go right to our events. March 5th, we will be over visiting Sal's Pizzeria in Jeffersonville. They have tickets on sale over there for all you can eat buffet. Make sure you stop over there, meet us over there. We won't be over there hanging out with Sal's Pizzeria. March 29th, we will be with Orange County Chamber of Commerce. They are coming to our office located in Monticello for a ribbon cutting. We are honored to receive that by them. April 23rd, we have our Penny Social. So, Penny Social will be over at the Ted Struble Center over in Monticello. If you wish to get involved with the Penny Social, please contact us. May 8th, right here at our office, we are having a candlelight vigil services for all the missing people. The family is going to be here. It's a very important night, so we hope that you all can join us for that. June 25th, we are off to the Rivoli Theater for an 80s and 90s concert. Tickets are on sale now. As of now, we can only have about 150 people, and that's it. So get your tickets immediately so you can get up there and enjoy the 80s and 90s music back in our time. So let's go to our updates. Still missing. All these people here are still missing. Sue Pay, who went missing on 1922 in Brooklyn. She is still missing. Chelsea Cobo from Brooklyn, 5716, is still missing. Darcy Weed from San Jose, California, 520, she's still missing. Dave Allen from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, who went missing in 2004, he's still missing. Desiree Thompson from California City. She went missing on 1/7/2012. She's still missing. Don Juan Casanova Jackson from Michigan. He went missing on 12/10/2018. He's still missing. Elena De La Cruz from the Bronx. She went missing on July 10, 2021. She's still missing. Efiano Colon. He went missing on the East Islip on 5/9/2021. He is still missing. For Elita, she went missing from, let's see here. She was supposed to go to Jersey to pick up her kids, see her kids. She has not made it there. Nobody has heard from her or anything. She is still missing. Jennifer and her daughter, Adriana, from Tennessee. They went missing on 3/25/2004. They both are still missing. Joseph Help from Ellenville, New York. He went missing on 1/16/1987. He is still missing. Cassandra Ramirez, who went missing in the Bronx on the year of 2018 in September, he is still missing. Lonina Ray Rogers, who went missing in Meade, Pennsylvania on 1/7/1981. She is still missing. Omar St. Hill from Hempstead, New York, who went missing on 5/7/2020. He is still missing. Garrett Havley from Albany. We are still working on this one. Apparently, he's been found, but the mother wants proof that he's been found by the local PD. So we are working with the local PD and see what we can do with that case. By law now, if you're over the age and you wish not to be found and you tell local PD, they have the right. So we're trying to do something with the family with this one. Rochelle Hammond, who went missing in Masco, Colorado on 8/15/2019. She's still missing. Rosalind Rodriguez from the Bronx. She went missing on 11/17/2021. She is still missing. Shonda Stansberry from North Carolina areas, 12/9/06. She's still missing. Stephen Kraft, our local area, Newburgh, New York, who went missing on 4/28/2020. He's still missing. Marvin Gibbs from Fallsburg, New York. This is right in our area. He went missing in 1984. He's still missing. Aaliyah Boomer from Brooklyn, New York on 8/15/2015. She's still missing. Brianna Vibber from Michigan, who went missing on 7/15/2017. She's still missing. Shanice Harris, who went missing on 5/29/2017 from our area, Rock Hill, New York. She's still missing. So let's go to breaking news. Mark Rodriguez from Newburgh, who went missing, he has been found safe. He's safe and sound, so we thank everybody for sharing with that part. We are in Hempstead, New York. There was remains found. We are working with the locals up there. We have to wait now to see whose remains were they. Were they one of ours or there's somebody else's? But remains have been found. So we're hoping, that it's not one of ours, to be honest, because we rather see somebody alive. So we're hoping, we get the answer soon. It takes a little while when you do a DNA, a couple months. So let's hope that, everything turns out the right way and somebody's found closure for the family. The mayor has stopped in yesterday. It was a pleasure to see him. We are working on something pretty big. It's called Vendor Day. We're going to see if we put this together for Monticello. And we're also in connection with Mike Greco, who's here tonight, about National Night Out. I think it's very important that our communities, all communities, not just Sullivan County, but Orange County, Ulster, everybody else, we start doing something with community policing. I think that's a big factor right now. So hopefully this all goes through. I think it should. So let's hope for that. So therefore, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to see who's in first.
Tonight's episode is sponsored by the Reiki Bar. Relax, release, revitalize. Take a shot of healing. All ages served. Some things we do are Reiki, crystal healing, sound healing, aromatherapy, reflexology, healing touch, divine insight, classes, and events. Come visit us at 120 Sullivan Street, Unit 5, Wurtsboro, New York, 12790. Or call us at 425-245-4101.
Yeah, we are back. So what we do got new going on, we have a raffle going on. It starts from today all the way to June 25th. And the two major things on this raffle is one, an Eli Manning signed jersey from the Giants organization that donated to us. That's one. We also have a 2-night stay over at the Caesar Palace in Atlantic City in August. So if you wish to be a part of the raffle, we have them going on right now. The calling will be on June 25th at the Rivoli Theater in Fallsburg at our 80s and 90s concert. We can't wait for that. We got so much great local talent that's coming, which is outstanding. And we still got many prizes on the wheel. A lot of people who won, they want us to put it back on the wheel. So we're going to do the wheel again. So our first guest, she's here. Her name is Ren Jones, and let's bring Ren in.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Hi, Ren. How you doing?
Good. Can you hear me? I haven't had to use this setup since we went back to the studio at the radio station I'm at. So,
gotcha.
All right, perfect.
I can hear you really good.
All right, super.
So you're working with Sue Pay.
Yeah, I'm working with her father, Farley Pay. She's a 15-year-old out of Worcester, Massachusetts. Who has come up missing. She's been missing since January 9th. The story is, as far as I know, and I only know them as being a community leader in the city and reaching out to them. I noticed that she wasn't getting much attention. And I couldn't help but only think, this young Black girl isn't getting the representation that she deserves and that her family needs. So I've since met the family. It's a 15-year-old young girl out of Worcester. She's about 5'9". Typically, her hair would be braided back, but she's gotten involved with a church called the Deeper Life Church. And they have a church in the in the Brooklyn area, right over on Saratoga Ave. So her phone has been pinged into the Brooklyn area. She has changed the way she's communicated with her family, got very much into the Bible, started quoting Bible quotes, stopped hanging out with friends, stopped going to school. So if you were to see this young lady, she's about 5'9", very thin. She's going to have her head fully wrapped, and she's going to be dressed very conservatively. Complete 180 compared to what she used to look like.
Now, if her phone was pinged in Brooklyn, has there been any kind of searching out there yet or no?
Her father was there on Sunday, yes. And, our police department hasn't necessarily been the best. Part of the reasons why I also do a lot of work with the youth. Part of the reasons why I felt like I have a platform, and that's why I was going to step up and, try to help out the family the best I can.
But that's good. That's good that, you get some down there for that because, every missing person's family needs help.
Absolutely. So her father was searching. The phone had been pinged to the Fundamental Christian Church that's located on Bedford Ave, right near Fulton Street. And there was actually a news clip. Channel 11, Pix News, had picked up the story and done an interview with them. They had banged on the door. Somebody had answered and said that there was no children in there, wouldn't let them in. She also had some interest in the Amity School. And that is over on 3867 Shore Parkway in Brooklyn. And that is so she's Christian by faith. Kind of became radicalized. We're concerned that she's with members of the church. She's ran away before, once to Texas and once to Brooklyn, always with members of this church. She's not doing this alone. She's a 15-year-old child. She does not have disposable income. She does not have money to feed herself. So she's obviously with an adult. She's a Liberian woman, a young girl, a little bit darker skin than your typical average Black American. Very, very tall, very, very thin, no accent, quiet by nature, likes to read. But yeah, something needs to be looked into with these churches.
Right now, you said that she ran away before. Is there a reason why she's running away like this?
She's been radicalized by this church.
Gotcha.
They've got her quoting Bible quotes, Bible scripture. And I've done my own research. just, being that I was having the father on I'm on the radio as well, Unity Radio 97.9 FM. So I've been looking more into this church that's in my community. And this is kind of typical behavior that they will want you to withdraw from your families, withdraw from your friends. The pastor is the one that runs everything. You almost need permission with him to leave town. Everything goes by him. This is also a Nigerian-based church, and it's worldwide. We have this church in Worcester, as well as I mentioned that this church, the Deeper Life, is right over on Saratoga. No, sorry, school Saratoga. I just want to make sure I have the information correct. So the church is over on Saratoga Ave in Brooklyn. I'm not exactly sure where that is exactly. But it's in that area. It's got a boarding school. I went on the website to kind of try to gather more information. Very extreme Christians with their heads wrapped. Women's heads are wrapped. No earrings are exposed. No makeup. No lipstick. Very, very conservative.
Now,
reminded me almost like Muslim heritage.
Now, how come this place is not being investigated?
That's what I would like to know. I don't know. She is a Black girl from Worcester and Liberian. She's not American but she's Liberian. Her heritage is Liberian. I don't know. I'd like those answers as well.
So they can just contact any female or any boy. It could be both, and just say, "Come with us." Is it like a tribe?
So initially, the mother had a guest staying with her. By the woman's name was Victoria Peewee. And she went to this church and she got Sue into this church. Her father, Farley Pay, asked Victoria specifically to stay away from his daughter. And Victoria then said, stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Go to this church. Essentially taking her away. And whatever adult it is that has this child, this is a minor. This is a minor that you've taken out of state lines. She needs to come home. Just bring her home. Just send her home. We're concerned that, she's been radicalized. It seems like it's a cult.
You don't think it could be any type of sex trafficking, do you?
I hope not. I hope not. That is one of my concerns. I have been trying to not say that in front of her father. Just because I've seen him he's going through hell. He's going through hell.
I'm sure. Last week I spoke to him. He looked like he was really a wreck.
Oh God, yeah, yep. One of the things I was watching a video last night in regards to this church, and one of the things that they really like are 15-year-old virgins. So that's definitely a concern of mine. I'm sure it's in the back of her father's head. I've been reaching out to authorities within the Worcester community, making them aware of this church. I think this church needs to be investigated. Once we get her home, I will be louder about that because I don't want this in my city. I don't want another family to go through this. And I feel like we need to stand up. These are all our kids.
Yeah, exactly. Now, are they investigating this or?
I've reached out to city council members in order to get my message across, as well as I'm on Unity Radio. I've had the father on for the last 2 weeks. The first week, I only gave him a 15-minute interview because we didn't want to let too much information out.
Right.
But at this point, we would rather have people be aware to maybe protect one child, to save one other family to go through this. And they're going to be targeting African families more so, from what I can see from the church, from what I can see that I've found online. So I don't think they're typically going for your typical American or Black American. They are going for an African.
Now, what can the community do?
I'm going to ask the city of New York, to keep your eye out for a young girl. She's from Liberia. She is going to be quiet by nature. She loves to read. She's 5'9", hair braided, but more than likely it is going to be in a wrap. And I don't know, have you received the new photos that we've been handing around about her and sharing online.
Nice.
Because initially we had a photo where her hair is braided and she looks like the beautiful girl she was. But she's since changed where she doesn't think that women should have their bodies shown. Everything should be covered up. They should not wear pants. So she's more than likely wearing a dress or a skirt. And more than likely American clothes. Because I asked if it would be colorful clothing, like your typical African clothing. And no, we think that she's going to be low profile, trying to blend in, probably neutral colors. But yeah, and if anyone is over near like the 3867 Shore Parkway in Brooklyn, there's a school by the name of the Amity School. It's a boarding school. She was very, very interested in going that. She stopped going to school. I can't even tell you, our city has failed this young child on so many different levels because her teacher got involved. One of her previous teachers got involved, reached out to her high school, and the high school didn't even have her down as missing.
Wow. So this church that you're talking about, are they nationwide?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are everywhere. They were everywhere.
So now,
and they are a cult.
Right. So now this makes me think now, if they are doing illegal things with minors, I think that wherever they're located at, maybe all the areas should be started getting investigated, because
I agree.
There's a lot of missing kids right now, and a majority could be in there.
Right. I mean, and you would think that the church is one of the safest places to be. Your kid's at church, he's not out running the streets. Just like the Catholic Church. I'm Irish Catholic, this is what this reminds me of. Now,
is it only minors that they're taking it, or are they taking all ages right now?
I'm really not sure. This has been completely new to me. I'm actually a stand-up comedian by trade, and I use my platform on the radio for humor, to have fun, as well as I do volunteer, and I'm actively active with the youth. So I'm not sure. This is something I have stumbled on. I noticed that other media outlets was not picking it up. And I felt like where I already am out servicing the youth, doing mentor programs, that I needed to reach out to him.
Right.
And that's how I got involved.
We have a few young ladies, beautiful girls. They're missing up in Brooklyn and the Bronx.
In that general area, are you familiar with those streets that I named off?
No, I used to live in the Bronx. Well, I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Marcy.
Okay.
Marcy Project for a while, but then I moved to the Bronx. Now I'm up here in the Boondocks.
Okay. Are you in upstate New York?
Yep. I'm over in Monticello, Sullivan County. I'm way up here. I mean.
All right. Well, I've been to Lake George.
Okay.
Well, I've been to Lake George.
Well, we have, our area is small, but it's all woods up here. Basically all woods until you go into the Orange County area, and it's all like city wise. Up here is so easy to dispose a body.
Oh God.
It's nothing but woods and water. Like if I'm sleeping at night, I hear, and I'm real sensitive. I'm like, what the hell is that outside?
You're used to sirens. Loud noises, bangs. I can relate. I live in the city of Worcester, and I lived out here before. I went back to the area where I was originally from, and I used to hear coyotes at night. Yeah. So I would be more scared that one of those would run up on me rather than the rough neighborhood dogs that I used to,
But I'm happy that you work with the youth. Our next guest, he's a good friend of ours. He also works with the youth, and he's trying to make it. He's on right after you. He does a lot of change. He's trying to make a lot of change to get our kids more active, because the kids need to be active.
Yeah,
they have something to do right now. In a lot of areas, they're more worried about building businesses and building that, but they're forgetting about the kids.
That's what it is in my area. We are in the process of regentrification. I do a mentor program through the radio station where the violence isn't normal kids live in the inner city. I was intuitive. Like, we had an at-risk youth center that we lost because of the city and the gentrification. But we did every Sunday in the summer, we went and played kickball with all the kids that we could rally out in any park that we went to. And we would bring down waters and snacks. And we just wanted to be an adult that they saw on a regular basis, that they felt safe with, and then to know that they could count on us. And it came to the point where each week they were looking for us. And, you know, during the holidays, if we would take a Sunday off, you know, they were like, why weren't you here last week? You know, like, so we realized how important it was for us to be there, be available for these kids. And this is all on a volunteer basis. This is grassroots. This is other community members just trying to give back and help one person. If we can help one kid and keep one kid out of trouble, we've done more than our job.
Exactly. You know, and then the more the community comes together, the more kids and adults is going to be saved from going missing.
Right. The healthier relationships we can have, you know. I know I've made some terrible mistakes in my past. You know, and if I could save a child from going through what I went through, the system,
Absolutely.
court, institutions, I feel like that's my job, to pass on what was given to me.
Well, I'm gonna have to come be on your radio show. We're gonna
absolutely.
We're gonna go find Supe. But anyway, I just want to thank you for coming tonight. We're gonna keep
thank
contact.
you for your time.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna keep contact because I'm very interested about this church here.
Yes, yes. I think it needs to be investigated, like on a nationwide level, and especially with what I was watching on YouTube last night. Like, I've never met this girl. I just met the family. But to see what this man has been going through, right. And they're Liberians. I was one of 3 white people I went to a vigil in their church, and I felt so welcome. They all me, and I know that they're looking at me as I'm their ally.
Right. We have 2 powerful investigators. They're ex-NYPD cops. You know,
well, so I'm curious about that person I asked you about.
Well, I'm going to reach out to him, but the other guy, I have no idea. I really don't.
He
came out of nowhere. But anyway, I want to thank you, and
thank you.
We're going to keep.
Thank you. And hey, if I'm in New York, you're in upstate New York. Listen, if I'm ever up in there doing comedy, I certainly will donate tickets for my show.
We have a concert coming up June 25th. We can.
I heard that, and that's why I said if I'm ever in the area, I'm more than happy to help you raise money by giving you tickets. And if you're ever in the Worcester area, Massachusetts area, hit me up a little bit because I would love to have you as a guest at one of my shows.
Oh, absolutely. Just text me your phone number and we'll get contact. And then maybe we can have you at our event to do some.
I'd love to. I'd love to. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for listening. Put that word out. We appreciate it. Let's bring Supe home.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye-bye. So, wow. I have no comments on that. It's shocking. Ooh, shocking. All right, we're going to take a quick break because we have Mike Greco is going to be on next. We'll be right back.
Today's episode is sponsored by Steve's Music Center. That's Steve's Music Center at 248 Rockville Drive, Rockville, New York. Stop in and see Steve or give Steve a call at 845-796-3616. You can even shop online at stevesmusiccenter.net. A full music retailer that specializes in boutique guitar effects and replacement pickup. Again, give Steve a call at 845-796-3616.
Oh, we're back. So Wow, that's really amazing what was said. That's something that we're going to have to start looking into now. I'm curious with that. So coming up next, we have a guy who is forcing to make change with, doing something more with our children. He's always been active with the kids. And it's great to have somebody in Sullivan County to actually want to do something with the kids. So please welcome Mike Greco.
How are you today?
Hey, you are. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
How are you?
Good. So, Mike, I'm gonna give you the floor. You are running, and you want to make change. With certain things for our Sullivan County, with the kids. Please explain what you're gonna do with these kids.
Well, thank you for having me on the show again. I think this is what, my third? No, second, third.
Second.
Second. Yeah. I've been to events. So pretty much what it is that I'm running for office. But long before I decided to run for office, I've been doing events for young people and young adults. I've run youth soccer, youth basketball, flag football. I've done anything. I've done volleyball leagues. I've done everything under the sun. But when I did work at the village, I ran the recreation department. And while I was there, we had free swim lessons at the park, and we had youth activity days. We had dances in the Strobel Center for teenagers. We had arts and crafts classes for young people. We did all this on a shoestring, and that is being kind, budget. Since when I was there, every year the budget was cut for recreation, which is part of working for municipality. You're going to be cut, but it seemed like every year that's what got cut. Since then, everything has been cut. There is no recreation department in the village. There is nothing there. And again, this is something that is a shame. It's something that happened during, pretty much right after I left. I hasn't been a recreation director since. There was one gentleman who was there for like 2 weeks who had done a great job, but he left. But other than that, they've had nothing. In my time there, I worked with the seniors and the senior games and working with senior citizens. So I've worked with everybody in the community. Also, I was part of the original Bagel Festival. Like when you were talking about, we'll talk about the National Night Out and stuff like that. But original Bagel Festival, I was part of that. The original National Night Out, which we did on Broadway, and everybody came out and supported. Karen Stogner was involved with that from the, she was over at the Recovery Center. So we had, and we partnered with the police officers, and we did a solid community effort. And this is something that has been gone by the wayside since. Now, obviously, COVID has had an effect on community events and stuff like that. But we're at that point now where we're getting past that.
Absolutely.
Knocking on wood. Hopefully, we're getting past that as a community and as a place. So, we need to be looking forward. We are the county seat. People who are watching this from Sullivan County, Monticello is the county seat. So when we do a village event, it should be a county-wide event. Like we should be opening our doors to the rest of the county, because you shouldn't come into Monticello if you live in Narrowsburg only to update your license.
You're right.
We shouldn't be that. We should be the county seat, and we should be treated like the county seat. Which means we should be, respected by the county and by the town that we're in, right? That when we're doing programs, that we work together. We work with the county, we work with the town, we work with our school district. Like I've said before, we have like right down there from your office, we have the school, we have Somerville Field, we have the old middle school, which is the old middle school when I was there on St. John Street. We have the new middle school, we have the high school, we have the Rutherford School. All these schools are in the Monticello town, village. All of them are in the bounds of the village, but the village has no programs that go on in the schools. So again, like we reach out to our kids the best we can, but if we were in the buildings, and we were involved, we could be doing stuff in the buildings. Like we could be doing a youth basketball league on a Sunday or on a Saturday, right? And then we could be doing a young adults league on a Sunday, right? And because again, and this is something I learned a long time ago, a gentleman that was playing actually in one of my softball leagues came to me on a Monday and said, you know what? If I didn't have a game on Monday, I was going to do some dumb stuff this weekend.
Yeah.
And when he meant dumb stuff, I know what he meant by dumb stuff. You know, and the thing is, you know, I might have kept him out of jail because he had someplace to go on a Monday.
That's true. That's true, dude. You know, up in Orange County, they used to have, because when I was younger, we used to play Elks Basketball League. They used to have, you know, we used to go to the junior high school, have our league games there. You know, we should start doing that up here.
The league I ran in the old middle school, we had 17 teams one year.
Wow.
And the thing is that, again, I didn't treat it as a Marcel league. I treated it as a league. So we had teams coming from Ellenville. We had teams coming from Tri-Valley. We had teams coming from – we had one team, Mike Banks' team, actually, that Mike Banks was on. 5 guys came up from the Bronx to play.
Wow.
Every Sunday. And 5 guys on the team plus Mike Banks, and Mike Banks down the bench.
Wow. Now,
Just saying that.
now, well,
Say it.
you have a softball league coming up soon.
Yes. I partner up with the Rock Hill Fire Department. We used to have a league here in Monticello on Somerville Field, but the pole in left field fell down. So it's not lit anymore. And I'm not a big fan of Sunday morning leagues because I think Sunday mornings are either for football or for church. And I don't really want to play softball on a Sunday. Plus, I mean, when I was a softball player, we played tournaments on the weekends.
Yep.
So if you're in a Sunday league, then you have to make a choice between your Sunday league or your tournaments, and it's a pain.
Yeah, I've been through that.
Rock Hill League is a Monday to Friday league, right? I think we're going to go 6:30 and 8 o'clock for games. It's under lights. It's probably the best field in Suffolk County when it comes to softball. And the Rock Hill Fire Department does an amazing job taking care of the field, right? And you know, it's modified softball. It's not slow pitch, so there's bunting, there's stealing. You know, it's as close to baseball while playing softball you can get. It's playing modified because fast pitch is just 17 strikeouts a game, and nobody wants to go home to their kids saying they struck out twice.
Yeah, we played against each other many times already.
Yes. And you've lost many times.
So,
But the thing is that it's a good, again, it's another good community type thing. And just because it's in Rock Hill, it's in the county, it's stuff that we're doing, and Rock Hill, again, they do a good job of keeping track of the field. The fire department does a great job. They put a lot of effort and time into that field, and they deserve to have a good league there.
Well, we've been talking to Town of Mamakaten. We had an event there last year, field day for all the kids. So this year we're looking to do a kickball league up on their field. And me and my other half, we were only ones out there doing the whole field by ourselves, raking it and everything.
Yep.
And boy, it was hot. And but we're gonna have field day again up there again, and we're gonna try to get maybe like a small traveling team to go and play against the local police departments, the fire departments, because we want the police to start communicating with the community as well too.
Yep. And the thing is, with the softball league, we would love to get fire departments involved. When I was younger, there was a fire department league, and they played like serious softball.
Davids Park.
No, at all. Like they were everywhere. Like every fire department had a field. Collins Field was one of the places. Swan Lake's got a nice field. Rock Hill's got a field. Rock Hill had a field then too, but like now they have a real field. But the fire departments got guys who played, and they were good ball players.
Right.
And the thing is it's like anything else. Time goes on, and but if the fire departments wanted to put teams in the league, if the police departments wanted to put teams in the league, if the sheriffs want to put a team in the league, I'd be more than happy to have them in. If the state troopers want to put a team in the league, anything like that. And we had, in the basketball league, we had a sheriff's team. They weren't the sheriff's team, quote unquote sheriff's team, but he had 7 sheriffs on the team.
That's good.
So they were sheriff's team.
That's good.
We had a state trooper team in softball. They were really nice guys. They weren't great softball players, but they were really nice guys. So again, it was one of those things where like we love when our firemen and our police get involved in our community.
That's
You
good.
know, and again, with our Monticello PD, many of them have played in my leagues before. They've all been there, or their kids have been there. You know, so I mean, I've always had, you know, like, I mean, more than happy to have police officers in leagues, because honestly, they, you know, people know them as police officers, and then they know them as humans, because you know, you don't, you know, you choose to be a police officer. You know, so just because that's your job doesn't mean that's who you are. You know, so you know, like they need a release too. They need to be out there. You know, they need that kind of stuff. You know, our Monticello PD are honestly overworked. You know, because the village is going with short staff, so a lot of them are working overtime, a lot, which might be good for their you know their check, but it's not good for their mental health. You know, and that's something that we need to address. You know, we need our Monticello PD to be part of our community, and we need to make that job, as difficult as it is, as easy as possible. I mean, it's a difficult job.
Right. I think that with all in all, I think the police, all law enforcement, you know, I think they should combine with the community, because right now a lot of community is scared to even talk to the police with all that's going on, and the news don't help it either. You know, they don't help it at all. The all the social media that doesn't help. You know, that's why I'm glad that me and you know, I'm hooking up with you to try to get the national night out again, to bring it back, and let's get these all law enforcement from the sheriff's department, state police. Let's get them out there so the community can feel a little more safe, because if the community is not safe with the law enforcement, they're not going to talk to anybody, especially when it comes down to a missing person. They're not going to talk because they're scared. And that's what we have to stop. You know, we have to get these both sides together, you know, and let's make a community, not the way it is now. Let's make a community.
Right. And the thing is as in our small community, in the village of Monticello, we have a lot of good police officers. Like, we do. And we have guys who really want to do the job the best they can. You know, and I would honestly tell you that most police officers I know are the exact same way. You know, like, there's very few police officers who take the job for just a check. You know, we all have workplaces, you know, we've all had jobs with somebody next to us that we know they were only there for a check. That doesn't really happen with PD that I've met. Now, I'm sure there is, and I'm sure there's guys who get into it for the wrong reason, but Monticello PD isn't one of those places those guys are. You know, now again, everywhere's got something, you know, but what I see is I see guys who are out here working 12 to 14-hour shifts, you know, and when you're asked to work this many shifts, and you're asked to do stuff, and you're asked to be everything at the same time, and then I'm asking you to be part of the community. Yeah. So again, I mean, we have to ask them to do their jobs and make their jobs easier, right? But at the same time, we have to make them part of our community. Now, a lot of them do live in our community, you know, and that's the other thing. A lot of Monticello PD live in Monticello. So we need to make sure that people understand that. I mean, if you go to a basketball game, you know, you see a Monticello PD officer there, most of the time they're watching the game rooting for the Monticello team, because they probably know a kid on the team. You know, that's what they're there for. They're there to be part of the community, and the community needs to embrace that.
Right. You know? I think that with up here in Sullivan County, I think we need to make a division for the police departments for missing people only.
That I think is on the sheriff's level. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think that's a town or a village level.
Yeah, I think it should be.
It would be a sheriff, or the state barracks, the state police barracks here. That would be something in that line. And the thing is that, you know, Sheriff Schiff is, you know, he's a very important person in this community, you know, and when you get him involved in stuff, things get done. You know, so, you know, that's one of those things. You know, Mike is a good man, you know, and people, you know, like, if you can get him involved and you can get him doing the right thing, things get done.
But first, he has to answer his phone, and then we can get him involved.
Listen, I've never called.
Right.
You know, knock on wood, I've never had a reason to call the sheriff.
Right.
You know, after I'm elected, hopefully, then I'll have a reason to call the sheriff.
Well, hopefully,
until then, I haven't.
Right. Well, hopefully you get in, because we look forward to working with you, and the mayor. You know, the mayor's a nice guy too, and hopefully we can get something going for Monticello and start really pushing this up
Yep.
Because we need the change up here.
I just have one more thing because I know I'm against the wall here. So my things have been said about a youth center continuously. I've been hearing youth center for 12 years now. Here's the problem with a youth center. A youth center is a building. If you don't have youth programs, you can't apply for grants to get money for a building. Building a building without youth programs is like, it's like an empty storefront, which we're really used to empty storefronts. The idea is that to be screaming about a youth center without having youth programs in place or ever supporting youth programs is an empty thought. Right? To say that you want a youth center when you've never done anything for youth programs, you've never created youth programs, you've never done any youth programs, to say stuff about a youth center is short-sighted. Create youth programs, create situations where kids are doing stuff in the facilities that we already have, outgrow those facilities, then go for your grants for your youth center. That's how you get things done. That's a plan, not just a wish.
There you go, people. You heard it from the one that is looking to make a lot of change up here. Mike, I wish you the best of luck for your runnings, and I hope you succeed.
Yes.
And I look forward to working with you on National Night Out and Vendor Day. We look forward to that, and then all the summer stuff coming up. We can't wait. We're excited for it too.
Yes, and I'm hoping to see you on the softball field.
Hope Alive team. I'm gonna put a Hope Alive team together.
You don't have to play. I know you're a little old.
Yeah, I can't run no more.
Neither
Run no more.
Neither can I.
Well, Mike, thank you once again for coming in tonight. The March 15th,
Yes.
everybody, get out there, vote. Vote for the best, and let's bring some change to Sullivan County. We need it up here badly. So let's make that change, everybody. Mike, thanks a lot, buddy. I will talk to you then.
Yes.
All right, people, we will be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Schmitz Wholesale, a family-run wholesale distributor of plumbing, heating, electrical pumps, waterworks, and HVAC supplies. That's Schmitz Wholesale, 845-794-5900 or 150 Jefferson Street in Monticello.
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone.
Oh, we are back. You heard it from Mike Greco. So anyway, let's start getting down to the real talk. What's really going on right now? So the wheel of hope, we still got it going. A lot of people who won last week, they said, no, let's keep the wheel going. So look, we're going to give you, it's $8.50 right now. If you want to get that spin on the wheel, we got the wheel right here. go to www.hopealive845.com. Get involved. We have, let's see here, we have still tickets for, we have one more ticket left for the buffet over at Sal's. We have, let me double check here what we have on the wheel still. Oh, we have the $25 gift from the Starvis Bar and Grill over in New Hampton. They got in. We still have the big Vanessa Rocco jewelry. We have that still, or if you would like to get the raffle tickets for June 25th with the Eli Manning jersey, or the 2 tickets to Caesar Palace in Atlantic City, let's get it. HopeAlive845.com. Go there. We're waiting on you. As soon as it comes in, whoever comes in now first, we're going to spin that wheel. So let's get it. We have tickets for the concert still. We have a lot going on right now. So I want you to hear something. Ryan Weber's new song. While we're waiting, we'll give you guys 10 minutes to get in at hopealive.com. Ryan Weber's new CD, new song, South Woods. You have got to listen to this. So we're going to put that on real quick so we give you all some time. So remember, www.hopealive845.com. Get in there. Get it done. Let's get that wheel spinning. And we will be right back in about 5 minutes.
Sitting down by the water, our favorite fishing spot when we were younger. Oh, the memories we had are so great. All the kids are running around by the cabin where we all go hang out. Grandma's just down the street, around hotels, mostly family. People won't ever understand what makes us proud. Just a small group, the outskirts of town. Southwoods will always be home. We got family, we got older. If you break down, you see someone you know. Generations they come and go, but we all know there's Southwoods, Southwoods, Southwood will always be home. Oh, home. My home. Southwoods will always be. The Horse Farm Family Cemetery in Howden Jones. Around you's all the people that you know who stop and wait when you go by. There ain't no better folks than me.
No, there ain't.
There's no place I would rather be.
No.
The Southwoods will always be home. We got family, we got older. If you break down and see someone you know, generations they come and go, but we all know there's Southwood, Southwood, Southwood will always be home. My home, our home. Southwood will always be. If I ever have to go or move away, my heart I'll always say. Southwoods will always be home. We got family, we got older. If you break down and see someone you know, generations they come and go, but we all know there's Southwood, Southwood, Southwood will always be home. Oh, my home. St. Louis will always be. My home.
Did you hear that song? Woo! That guy's gonna be performing at our concert. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. So look, there's a lot of things going on with Hope Alive 845 as we make moves to go up more and more and more and more. We're very excited that ABC News contacted us just the other day, and most likely we're going to be on their news. Dr. Phil, he even emailed us to be on their show. So we are waiting for the time and date for that one. That should be, this is about missing kids. This is about missing adults. There's over 600,000 people missing nationwide. Kids going missing every day, sex trafficking, kidnapping. We have to put a stop to this. So we are asking our community, our business owners, our business out there, if you guys want us to support you, then you have to support us. This is how it works. It's not a one-way street where we support you and then you just say, okay, thank you, goodbye. No. We are in this for a reason. We are in this to save a life, while you're all over there in it to make money. We're in it to save a life, because to us, a child, any child, doesn't matter how old they are still somebody's child. We are the ones who want to stop all these people from going missing. We are the ones that's going to be start making huge impacts, because somebody has to do it. And our community combined with us, let's get it done. Let's help each other out. That's how it grows. And then once it grows to be a big empire, a lot of missing kids are going to stop going missing. But we need your help. We need your help. Since we have new viewers on tonight, let me explain to you a little bit about what started Hope Alive 845. Okay. Back in 2017, I was a private investigator for a great company, Gold Shield Elite Investigations. The owner of that company taught me about private investigation. Then we were hired by a family whose daughter went missing back in 2017, May 29th. Now, that was 2 days before my birthday. My birthday is May 31st. And we took on the case. But there's more to that case, because this daughter's mother is a good friend of mine. We went to school together. We hung out together in Middletown, New York, growing up. So after days, months, now we're going to years, I took this here personal. I took it personal because me and the family grew a bond like family, a family bond. Me, the mom, the father, that's when he's awake. We have a bond. He's one of my board members too, by the way. The sister, she's one of our artists. We grew a tight bond. And, they're not rich. They are not rich. Okay, so they couldn't pay no more. So what I did, pro bono. I started the case. I'm going to finish this case. And this is why we're here today. So Shanice Harris, the girl who went missing back on May 29, 2017 from Rock Hill, New York, started this organization, Hope Alive 845. This is where we're at today. And since then, we have helped so many families right now. We have a good impact on us. We helped so many. We had runaways we got involved with. We helped these families. And this is what we're going to continue. We will fight for these families because they need support. They are the ones that's going through emotional. They're the ones going through heartbreaks. They're the ones are going through every single day wondering, where is their son or where is their daughter? Are they alive? Are they cold? Are they hot? Are they eating? They are the ones that suffer every single day. So this is very important for an organization like us to help these families out there because they depend on us to help them. And this is what we're here for. We're here for them. We will always be here for them because this is what we do. We have a great staff. Okay. We have Brian Weber, who is not only an artist, he's our producer. He does marketing for us, and I mean, what more can you get from one person? So he's doing that. We have his wife, Rebecca. She's always on top of her game when it comes down to sharing. She comes to the podcast. She makes sure that everything's tuned in, which is good. It's great to have. Now, we are looking for, and we have Thomas, he's like the godfather. He'll give me some ideas. If I'm getting too hyped up, he was like, yo, slow down a little bit. Because yes, I do get aggravated and I do get, I get aggressive because I'm not scared to make my point. I'm not scared to make my point. This is who I am and I won't change for anybody. This is who I am, so we work together hard to make this happen right. We have our treasurer, she comes once a month, because she really don't have to be here, right now, because we're not making anything here. We're not making dilly squat here, to even to keep going. So we do the best we can to keep going. But we are looking for 2 positions right now. 2. We need somebody in the office who can come here and help with the phones. We do need somebody. This is a volunteer thing right now. We can't afford to pay anybody right now. That's out of the question. We cannot afford it. We are struggling our own self to keep this going, but we do. So we are looking for a volunteer to come to the office, maybe 2 days a week. That's fine, because I'm usually here, but I need to get out. I need to get out with my partner and get this going because we can't go in no businesses and talk to them if we're stuck here. Somebody has to be here, so it makes it hard on us when we can't have nobody here. So we are looking for a volunteer person, maybe 2 days a week to come in, hang out. We're open 11 to 3. And we're also with somebody on Facebook. Now, social media is a big thing. If you see us post up any kind of event or anybody missing, we need to help to push that out more. That's the only thing we need help with, on social media. If we post up somebody missing, just like I posted up yesterday, 2 people missing, we got it out. So we're looking for somebody who can help us with that part. Events coming up. We're going to need help with events. Last year we had a concert over at the Rivoli Old Goodie. It was a lot of fun. So we need some help over there as well. We have the Penny Social coming up. We're going to need help with that. The vigil service is very important. Whoever's watching, this is very important. The families will be here to represent their loved one. If you want to show respect and you want to show concern, you must show up. It's going to be May 8th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. located at 343 East Broadway, Suite number 4 in Monticello, New York. You know, let's get there. Let's show these families that you care. Don't tell them on Facebook, oh, we pray. Cut the praying out. You got to show it now. Because I've been watching this over and over and over and over and over. If God forbid, if somebody pulls up a picture of their loved one, all you see, we pray. We pray. No, let's stop that nonsense and let's get to the real facts. You get out here, you show support to that family. That's the real facts right there. Not just because, oh, well, we thinking about her or him every day. No. You have to step your game up and start doing something because somebody out there knows something and they're scared to talk. You want the real facts? I'll give you the real facts. Let's set it straight because big example, Shanice Harris page. I'm on that page. I'm one of the men's on that page, and I watch it every day. I watch it. You know, I sit there and I watch it, and all you see the same thing over and over and over and over again. You're forgetting. This is somebody's child. This is somebody's child. When she first went missing, everybody was all over the page. Everybody. Now, today is February 19th, 2022. Where are you all at now? Where are all you at now? I get it. We all have our own lives. We do. But I will support any family that has somebody missing until that missing person is found. And that's as simple as that, people. Got to show love and show it right. You know, because one day that could be your kid in your own backyard. And you would want the same damn thing that these people are fighting for. This family's not only Shanice Harris, Marvin Gibbs, Joseph Help, Aaliyah Boomer, Cassandra Ramirez, Chelsea Cobo, Omar St. Hill. They are all fighting. They fight their demons every single day, not knowing where their loved ones are. Every single day. Every holiday. Every birthday. They're struggling. They're struggling with no answers. And we, as an organization, we are fighting so hard to get these people coverage. We really are. We are fighting every single day. We're going to the politicians. We're going to the news because it has to be done. This has to be done. If it doesn't get done, they'll never hear any kind of answers because law enforcement is going to be busy. They're busy. I'm not knocking them, but they're busy with all the violence going on. They're busy. So step aside, allow us to continue looking for their loved one because we have to help each other out. Between an organization and law enforcement, we need to come together. And let's make this happen. You know, we had this one case, we hooked up with Liberty PD. They were awesome. You know, and we helped each other out. That's how it's supposed to be. Community, other communities. We need our communities to start attending to what's going on. We need to bring the awarenesses to all of our counties, not to Sullivan County. We have Orange County, Dutchess County, Rockland County, Westchester County. We are all of New York. We have to start working together. If we don't work together, nothing's going to happen. So we need to start working together. So, once again, we need a volunteer. VOLUNEE. No, volunteer. We need a volunteer. Okay, let's put it like that. A volunteer to come to the office 2 days a week. That's all we ask for. You know, me and my partner, we need to get out. We need to start visiting these businesses. We need to start putting a name to ourselves. That's what we need. We need to put our names in these people's mouths. That's what we're here for. So when they go to bed, they're going to think Hope Alive April 5. Because that's how we're going to drill it. You know, we need to make this moves. You know, please understand this now. Please do not tell us you would do it and you're in it for the cause and then you disappear. We are not with this program anymore. We are coming different this year and we're coming straight-minded. We are not with this anymore because we had about 6 already. We're not with it no more. Either you're in it to be in it or don't waste your time with me. It's not going to happen anymore with me. And it's not going to happen with our staff either. No more. It's not going to. If you want us to support you guys in your businesses, then you need to start supporting us. That's for all the businesses out there. This is how it goes because I'll be getting spams every damn day from different businesses. I don't even know who the hell they are. So one business wrote me out like, oh, this is our big thing going on. And I asked them, why? Why? I asked you a couple months ago if you wanted to help us. What'd you tell us? But now you want us to support you. Nah, we're not with it, people. We're not with it. We got too many kids out there missing right now. We got too many family members out there missing right now. We need to start bringing these people home. We need to start bringing these people home. You know, I do want to give a big thank you to Orange County Chamber of Commerce. They have set up a wonderful commercial. You can find it on Wall Radio. I believe it was 9 o'clock in the morning. They put up a nice commercial advertisement for us. You know, I thank Heather Bell, you know, from Orange County Chamber of Commerce. We thank them very much. I do thank Suffolk County Chamber of Commerce, you know, for talking very highly of us, you know, to NYSEC. You know, NYSEC was here last week. You know, they're interested in doing some stuff with us. We thank them as well. I do thank the mayor, George Nicolatis from Monticello. You know, he came by the office, I think it was yesterday, or it was 2 days ago. He came by the office. We sat for a while. We were talking, you know, about change. You know, I thank him so much, you know, for allowing us to continue our journey, you know, to make things happen up here in Suffolk County. So thank you, George, Mr. Mayor. I thank you. That's, you know, I think Vanessa, you know, you want to do what needs to be done to help us out. Thank you, Vanessa. We thank Ruth Ann. Thank you, Ruth. We thank Eva Johnson. She owns Starvis Bar and Grill over in New Hampton. Please go check them out. We're going to stop over there probably next week to visit them. You know, we thank them. And I did want to thank the Rivoli Theater. Amazing. They are so amazing with us. You know, they're allowing us to come over to the Rivoli again for the 80s and 90s concert. You know, we had the Oldie But Goodie concert this past September. It was a lot of fun. You know, so we thank you very much, you know, for allowing us to come in there, you know, and try to build up. We thank you. We thank Fallsburg, Sean Carty, and Catherine Rappaport, you know, for your support, because you've been, even though you won the election, you still support us. And I thank you so much for that, because that's how it should be. We work together, you know. Once again, we're going to go check to see if anybody's gotten the wheel yet. Let's see here. Nobody. Wow. Nobody wants to get on the wheel again. Wow. Nobody wants to get on the wheel again. We have all these prizes up here. We have the raffle tickets going on right now. You know, you can. Oh, matter of fact, there's Mariah Hasbrook. Mariah is going to be our newest artist who's going to be performing at the Rivoli Theater. You know, she's going to be singing, everybody. So we thank Mariah for willing to come out and perform. Thank you, Mariah. And thank you for our conversation today. I appreciate it. So therefore, the raffle tickets, once again, this is how we're going to go down the line. We have an Eli Manning. Hello, Jeanette Newcomb. She's all the way out in Virginia. Thank you for joining me tonight, Jeanette. We talked last night. It was great hearing from you after all these years. The raffle tickets, they are $5 a pop. Now, you can buy as many as you want. There will be 3 prizes on that drawn that night on June 25th. The first main one is the Eli Manning jersey, signed jersey, authentic by the New York Giants organization. We thank them so much for donating that. We also going to have 2 tickets for the overnight stay for a weekend stay at Atlantic City in August. Hey, Atlantic City is a lot of fun. Get the casinos down there, the boardwalk, and then a third one, it's a mystery. It's a mystery. So, $5 a pop. We'll put your name in the drawing. You can get as many as you want. You can buy 10,000 for all I care. The drawing will be June 25th at the Riverly Concert in South Fallsburg. That is 80s and 90s music. So go to Hope Alive, www.hopealive845.com. You click on the donate tab. You make sure you put a little message there. What's it for? Because we still got 15 minutes left for the wheel. We still got prizes on the wheel. Let's take a quick look at the wheel. It's waiting for you. Take a quick look at the wheel. There's the wheel. It is waiting for you. Look, it's waiting. Go to hopealive845.com. Let's get that spin for there. It is waiting for you. So we have 15 minutes, people. 15 minutes. And we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone.
So we are back. We're going to check real quick here because that wheel is spinning over here and it's driving me nuts over there. Is he here? No, I guess nobody wants to get a part of the wheel, but that's okay though. So we have 10 minutes, remember, if you don't want to speak up about a missing child or a missing adult, you don't want your name out there. Look, there's ways that you could do without being notified. One, you can mail us anonymous. Mail us a letter. I don't care who you guys are. I want to know where these missing people are at. Oh, hang on one second. We got a wheel. Okay. We have a wheel. We have Mariah. She just donated. Mariah, we're going to spin that wheel in a couple minutes for you. Here's the thing. You can mail us a letter, unknown address, or you can stop by my office overnight. Don't break my window though, because I'm going to find you. Drop it in my mailbox. Just drop a tip. So we have a tip number too. Whatever you tell us, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it because it's important that all these missing people going on right now. We have Marvin Gibbs over in Fallsburg. This is our neighbors in our own area. Marvin Gibbs, Joseph Help, Stephen Kraft, Trinice Harris, and I'm pretty sure there's a hell of a lot more in some kind that we don't even know about yet. We're just digging in now. If somebody wants to help us, this is what I need. Okay. I need you to come to the office one day, just one day, and do a little research on something that we're looking for. That's all. Come to the office, hang out one day. Now we are going to be doing a program real soon. I am working on this program right now. I'm going to present it to the courts, to the family courts of all counties. And my idea of a program is what I want to do for high-risk runaway children. And what's intact with this program is that if they run away and they go to court, because sometimes kids go to court. What I want to do is have them come to our office once for 10 weeks, 1 day a week for 10 weeks. At the end of their class, their program, they will receive a certificate from Hope Alive that they completed the class so they can bring back to court. But this is my plan. This is what I want to do. So, I think it's very important our kids, our children, they understand what can happen to them out in the streets. The streets is very, very dirty game playing. Okay, it's a dirty game out there in the streets. These kids growing up today, they have to be ready for the streets because these streets are crazy right now. With all the violence going on right now, it goes from, people getting kidnapped, people getting sex trafficking, people getting shot. It's crazy. We have to protect our children. So every circle that turns into a missing person goes by domestic abuse, domestic violence, either the wife or the husband, they take off. That turns into a missing report. But we don't know anything about that yet until we find that person. Then if we find that person and they state, well, I'm in domestic violence, blah, blah, we have a connection to get help for domestic violence. We have a connection. Matter of fact, our connection is, let me see, what did I do with that card? Hang on 1 second. What did I do with it? It's little cards. Hang on. Oh, there we are. The domestic violence, right? They came in the other day. Fearless. Okay. We talked to them already, and they're willing to combine with us, right? If you're involved in domestic violence, okay? So that leads up to a missing person, okay? Then drug addiction. Drug addiction turns into a missing person. How? Easy. Drugs is a big problem these days in our communities. It's very, very big. People are overdosing like crazy. These drug dealers need to get the hell off our streets. They have to get off our streets because they are killing innocent people out here. We need to make that stop. The drug addiction, if they go in the woods, they take a drug, they pass out, they die in the woods. Now we have another missing person. We have to go out and find them. So that's 2. 3, runaways. Runaway children. Very high right now. Runaway children. They run away. Parents freaking out. They don't know where they went. 1, they can go to a friend's house. 2, they can go to a boyfriend's house. 3, they can get kidnapped off the street. And the problem with runaway and teenagers these days is social media. Social media is the problem. From Instagram, from Snapchat, from TikTok, from wherever else they got going on right now. There is sick people on these social medias. There is sick people watching these kids on these social medias. And that's where it comes down to. Did you all read that story that just happened the other day? Young girl, TikTok star. Well, the guy who was stalking her went to her house and shot and killed her father. And he was an ex-sheriff in another state. I read that the other day. So we, the community, have to start keeping our eyes open. You see our kids walking down the street? Do you see somebody follow them? You pull over. Get in the middle of it. Why you following them? I would do it for your kid. I would do it for your kid. If I'm sitting at a bus stop waiting for one of my kids, and I see a bunch of kids walking down, and I see a car following them, I'm going to follow that car. You got that right. I'm going to follow that car and see how they like to be followed. But I'm a different follower. Snatch you out of that goddamn car and hook you up. That's exactly what I would do. Snatch your ass out of that car and you'll go ass up. Do not touch these kids. These kids are our lives. They are our future. Let's make that clear. They are our future. So, let's see here. Oh, we got an email. Who is it? Oh, not somebody else. Okay. Nope, one. All right. So, Maria got herself a spin on the wheel. Let's go to the wheel. Let's see what Mariah is going to take today. And here we go around the world. Spin, 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 spin. What did she get?
She's already going to be there.
Oh, she got a ticket. So she gave a ticket to the concert to one of her friends. Thank you, Mariah. You got a ticket for the concert. You can give to you can give it to your wife. You can give it to your friend. Give it to anybody you like. So, yes, we will put you down as a ticket for the Rivoli concert on June 25th, 2022. So, we still got a few more minutes. Would anybody would like to ask a question? We are open to ask. You can ask either me. You can ask our producer, Ryan Weber, the country artist. Throw your questions up. I want to hear your feedbacks, people. I want to hear how you feel right now. This is what I'm here for. I want to know how you guys feel. Come on, let's start asking some questions. Let's get some questions up there. Let's ask some questions. Who we got first? It probably takes a long time to type, but that's okay. So we are back here next Saturday, right? We're back here next Saturday, Brian? Yeah? Yeah, okay. We are back here next Saturday. Now, hang on, I got a message. Who's writing? Who writing? Oh, okay. That's what happened. Okay. I thought it was the other way around. So we're back here next Saturday. We're gonna have a new performer for next Saturday on our podcast. I like to bring Mariah on next weekend. Let's see how she can sing in front of all you people next Saturday. What do you feel about that, Mariah? You want to come on the podcast next week and perform, or would you like to come to March 5th at Sal's Pizzeria and perform over there while they're buffet? It's an event over there we have over there. If you wish to be involved, please let me know. You can message me on Facebook. We'll get you all set up. You'll have to meet with our producer. He's in charge of all the artists. Just let me know what day you can meet him. I got to see when he's free, so he can go over the details with you. But yeah, so it's been a blast again tonight. Anybody, any questions? Any more wheels? Oh, I will come. Okay, she will come on the broadcast. Okay, cool. That sounds like fun. So, once again, if you wish to donate to Hope Alive April 5 to keep us moving and moving stronger, please do go to www.hopealive845.com. We have shirts on sale right now. Let me show you a picture of the shirts. We have a picture of the shirts. Here's the picture of our shirts, people. Take a look at them. wonderful shirts. You know, all donations that we receive from everybody, they go to very important things. Private investigator. We have two of the best private investigators right now. That's on our team. You know, they're awesome. It helps us get more stuff. We're looking to get more technology stuff as well too. You know, so it helps us more. So I mean, we're only a nonprofit. We don't get paid by the state. We do it all from our own. You know, so if you wish to be a volunteer for Hope Alive 845, please message me on Facebook. You know, I'll be glad to talk to you. But we only want people who's in it for the cause. You know, we've been having this issue for a while now. People will say, "Oh, well, I want to get in it. I'm in it," but then they disappear. You know, so we really want people who really has the passion, like I do, and like Ryan does, like Rebecca does, like Faith has, like Thomas has. You know, we want people who has the passion for it, because, be truthfully, we don't have time for games. We really don't. You know, we don't have time for that. You know, our goal is to be gone and be going. Jeanette, yours is mailed out today, so you should be getting yours probably a couple of days. So you better make sure you wear and represent me out there in Virginia. Spread the word out there in Virginia for me, Hope Alive 5. We really want people to be in this for a cause. I mean, because Thomas, he's one of our board members, you know, and it's very hard for him as well, you know, that his own daughter's missing, but he's willing to help other families. It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot, you know. So it's tough. It's very tough, everybody, when it comes down to miss a person. So we really hope that you all just, you know, work with us and you know, let's build a relationship together, us in the community. Let's build something together and let's move forward. You know, let's start really knocking down these walls of these missing people. This is what we have to do. So anyway, we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. You know, we will be back next Saturday, same time, 8 o'clock, with probably some newer guests for next week. We'll hear a performance by Mariah next week. You know, first time anybody's gonna be hearing her. I heard her, but everybody's haven't heard her yet. But I've heard her. Very good. You know, she's more into that Etta James, you know, sound. You know, it's pretty awesome. So Mariah, make sure you hook up with our producer Ryan Weber. You know, he's the one that's in charge of all of our artists, you know, for the concerts and the setups. So make sure you hook up with him. And once again, everybody, stay safe out there. Please say, if you see something, you say something. If you're scared to go to the police, come to us. 343 East Broadway, suite number 4, Monticello, New York, 845-707-4124. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you next week.